So today I'm going to be coming at you with a quick one. I've been plotting this challenge for a long time now, and the whole premise was that no one stays in the witch's house, right? They always walk through the witch's house, run through it, whatever. I sort of assumed that this would be a pretty chaotic challenge, just because when you're broke, the witches do quite a lot of damage to you, and I've seen a lot of players go down because they were surrounded by witches when they just didn't have any money. So I sort of assumed that going into the witch's house was going to be like the belly of the beast. So for the rules, I'm not utilizing the bank, I'm also trying not to get any zombie kills, and I'm trying to get into the witch's house on wave 1 with no power. When it comes to the loadout, I only had enough money to try the box once, so I only had the 𝚆𝙾𝚁𝙷 from the mystery box, and I had my 1911. So jumping into the house layout itself, there's sort of like the front door area with a space where you drop down. If you didn't know, you actually can't go back up from there, even with a trample steam, so keep that in mind. I was not able to get back to the front of the house. There's also a pretty open double tap room that connects up to the tight stairway that enters the master bedroom, which of course has the hidden passage that leads over to the second bedroom, which then has a connecting hallway that leads over to the third bedroom, plus like a weird atrium greenhouse thing. Jumping down that brings you down to the backyard. When it came to the backyard, I decided that I could run through it. I could not spend time in the backyard. The whole point was to be fighting the witches the whole time. And then from the backyard, that drops down into the study room, which then leads into like the long dining room, dining hall thing, which connected to that, there's like a 2-story library, which is probably the most interesting part of the house, because there's sort of like a cave mineshaft thing that connects directly to the back of the library, and then there's a little known hole in the wall that lets you go back down into the witch's main, whatever you want to call it, the main lobby. It's a pretty intricate building. It's kind of a shame that there's no way to fight the zombies in there, because I think the witch's house in and of itself would be a pretty fun zombie map. Now, the whole concept behind this was to try to turn the witch's house into a time trial, so you will see I did start a timer, and my general goal was to just hit about 10 to 15 minutes. I just assumed, hey, I'm probably going to go down within a couple minutes, and that just wasn't the case. It's just, the witches, they don't hit you fast enough. This ended up being a really easy challenge, rather than waste your time and get into a whole bunch of specifics. It's just easy. It's easy. The 𝚆𝙾𝚁𝙷 took most of the witches out with just one headshot, 2 or 3 body shots. If you didn't know, every time you kill a witch, she gives you a new set of explosives. That would be like another claymore, another grenade. So there was a period of time where I was trying to save my ammo, and I was using a lot of grenades. That worked out okay. So when it comes to coming up with challenges, I think sometimes what's going to happen is I'm going to come up with some bangers. Other times I'm going to come up with something that I just assumed would be difficult, and it's just not the case. And I suppose that's just about everything. I don't have a whole lot to say about this challenge. It's really not much of a challenge. So I have another video coming up, another little mini challenge kind of like this, but much more interesting. So be on the lookout for that. That's probably going to swing by here in a couple days. So it's been cool.